GingerGM.
Hi, and welcome to another video on this bank holiday weekend in England. And I thought I'd just play a bit of blitz today to relax. But first of all, I would like to make an announcement. And obviously you know that I'm Simon Williams, and I'm pleased to say happy birthday. I now do birthday presentations to a very special person whose son has asked me to do this in a very polite way. And this very special person is turning 70 years old tomorrow. So I'm a little bit early. So it's an early gift on August the 28th, 2017. So congratulations to Paul Stanley on reaching this grand age. And I also hear for recently making the captain of the local chess team. I'm told you're making great progress with the London system. Good stuff. Keep up the good work, and if I'm ever around in the Swanage area, I'll pop in and buy you a beer. So that is from your son James. So happy birthday, happy 70th birthday. So there you go. I'm now, like I say, doing birthday presentations, but it's nice to do that now and again, isn't it? And obviously 70 is a grand old age, so good stuff. Okay, right, well, I need to practice, some of my blitz in anticipation for my match with Ben Feingold. So obviously it's a good excuse to play some blitz, isn't it? So okay, right, now as you may have seen, this system I've been playing more often than the Winnerware. This is the classical French, and I have been looking at this a bit, but I have to say, in all honesty, my theory is also a little bit lacking. I need to look at this particular line a bit more. But what I do remember, and I'm trying to make sure I don't blunder, is that you get some very interesting positions with this system. I don't know if E5 is right. That might be the wrong kind of plan here. But, well, it's already looking quite interesting, isn't it? I mean, castling kingside is something I'm going to do, for better or worse. And now I've got to think how I'm going to get these pieces in the game. Do I allow this move and put my bishop on G7? I think I need my bishop over there to do a little bit of protection for my king. And it looks like my opponent's going to castle this way, which is a little bit disappointed. If I can move my knight to D6 here, well, I'll be cheating, but that'd be lovely. But I don't see how I'm going to get these pieces to good squares. So maybe this E5 move of mine was not correct. Okay, let's put my bishop on a good square, and I've got to move a little bit quicker. And I say that, and I spend ages on my next move. Okay, yeah, that was the move I was kind of worried about. Obviously, this pawn coming here. Maybe I should play e4 to try to block this bishop out. But my idea was to try to put my knight on d4 as well, which is a good square. I don't know if my knight should have gone to a6, because obviously I maybe want to move it to c6 straight away. And other ideas, if I get my bishop to e6 and not lose this pawn, then maybe d6 is weak. It's all whether this pawn is weak or strong. So, interesting position, I think. Interesting position. And my opponent would like to play a move like knight d5. This is one reason to push the pawn. But then I can probably take on d6. So he's come in here, and he wants to be greedy and grab a pawn. So, I mean, I'm not sure I'm that fearful of this plan. But okay, let's have a look. So, it is a pawn after all. God, the first game. Always the first game. Bloody first game. I don't want to lose the first game for a change. And, well, I'm going to get rid of that pawn. I'm definitely happy to get rid of that little guy. That little guy is doing my nogging in. Anyone see the fight yesterday as well? It was about 5 o'clock in the morning. This is McGregor versus Mayweather. So I don't know what you guys had any impressions of that. I mean, I do like watching a bit of boxing myself sometimes. It's a great sport. And what I saw, I've only seen highlights, is that it was a good fight. a very interesting fight, and McGregor did not embarrass himself. I wanted him to win, even though I'm not sure I'm particularly a massive fan of either of them. And you know, I don't know if okay, he's coming in here. What am I doing against that? If I can, oh, he should have come in there, shouldn't he? Okay, let's get my knight in. If I can just consolidate, I think positionally speaking, I'm quite good here. But yeah, I mean, it was by all reports of people who were watching the fight, a good fight. I wouldn't mind a payday like that. Well, me and Ben Feingold, we're getting a pretty decent payday for our stuff now. But I did say I'm gonna give it to charity, at least the majority of the money to charity. I mean, I might treat myself to I don't know, a new screen, but in general, I think the charities that I want to give to are, well, unfortunately, my sister died at quite a young age, around the age of 16, but that was before I was born, of a brain tumour. So I'll probably try to give some money to that, hence my middle name, Kim. If you're wondering why I'm called Kim, she was called Kim. So I certainly want to give some money to that. But also, I'll probably give a bit of cats protection, being a bit of a fan of cats, and maybe even some other animal kind of protection thing. But I mean, maybe chess in schools. The problem is there's literally so many good charities to give money to, and you want to make sure, I think, when you're giving money to charities, that you basically that the charity uses the money in the right way, you know, because I've heard horror stories of charities, and God, why am I bumbling along here? Okay, of not using the money in the right way. Okay, right, I've got to be quick here. Stop talking crap, Mr. Williams, and mate the mother plucker. The mother plucker. Oh God. Oh, what's that? Is that a move? I don't know. I want to get my bishop here, but what am I doing? Okay, I'm doing that. I knew I had a plan. Thee of little doubt. Let's just take that one. Let's take everything, shall we? Okay. God, come on. Don't lose on time or position. Ah, where's that going? God, I'm so slow. There's one thing I really do need to improve, is my blooming time management. And oh my words, what am I doing here? Quick. Get in there! I managed to win a game. Yeah. Put that in your pipe and have a bloody smoke. Yes. I won the first game. 2600, here we come. I have to admit, I wasn't very happy the way the opening went in that one, but things seem to get better. So my opponent's played the exchange Queen's Gambit, and I play this quite simple line generally against this, where I just develop, and I try to tempt my opponent to take here when basically we get an isolated pawn position. This is what we call an isolate pawn, which I'm sure most of you are aware of. And isolated pawn positions are generally very interesting positions, because the endings are going to be quite bad for me, because this pawn is weak, but you often get pretty good attacking chances, and that's what I'm going to try to do now by bringing my queen over to h4. And this is a typical idea that I've seen people like Kramnik use, and this all looks okay at the moment. So I'm just thinking of the best options. So I put my rook here. All my pieces look quite nicely positioned now. He's played g6, which could be a little bit of a weakness around his king, and I should be thinking of ways to try to attack here. Is f6. I want to go knight e4. Is f6 a concern? I have any sacrifices there? Maybe, but see, I don't want to exchange too many pieces here. That's something I don't want to do. But knight here, f6. What am I going to do? Do I have a sacrifice there? Queen there? Should we go mental and just see? Let's just do it. Let's just do it anyway. Let's do it, because I'm just going to throw my pieces at him. And my idea is if f6, I'm actually going to go knight takes here and try to blast an entrance point through. It might be a load of crap though, as a number of my gambits tend to be. Okay, he's played it. He's called my Billy bullshit bluff. So here, okay. Well, let's throw it in, shall we? God, this is probably a load of absolute pants, but it's interesting. We're just going to throw every piece at his king. Because you know what? Checkmate is the end of the game. It's funny now. Maybe I'm winning more first games and losing the rest of the games here. But okay, let's just try to kill his king. Very simple. Kill his king. Kill his king. Checkmate. And right. So what else is going on here? Fuck knows, to be honest. It is my professional verdict. I don't know if I had knight takes here, there, and some queen h7. I couldn't get it to work because my queen's awesome pre. Obviously, if he takes on g6, I have at least a draw, but probably more than a draw. So, how many pieces down am I? I mean, I'm not even sure. Right. How am I going to attack here? Do I need to move this knight? I don't really want to take there. Okay. What am I? Is it just a piece? It's only a piece. We don't care. We don't care about pieces. Do. Well, I kind of do. I kind of don't believe this is enough, because what's my next plan of attack? I mean, I could. Well, I'm going to swing this one around because I can't think of anything else to do. I'm going to put it over here, and well, oh shit! Then he's going to put his knight there, isn't he? Oh fucky duckies. Fucky duckies. And I can't. Oh dear. Yeah, it didn't have enough steam, did it? This was a. How do they say, a premature attack, or do they just say a crap attack? Crap attack. It wasn't a very good attack. Let's put it that way. And I'll play in a little bit, just to try to, you know. Well, might as well play on a little bit, just to get in the, you know, get warmed up a little bit more. What have I got? He's giving me some. He's giving me something. What have I got for this? What's material? Is anyone counting material here? Anyone counting material? I'm not counting material, but it seems like I might actually nearly have enough material. But those bishops are absolute beasts, aren't they? Those bishops are really, really, really powerful fuckers. And he's going to pick off my pawns as well. Yeah, this is losing. This is clearly losing. I can't really do anything here. This is the issue. So I'm going to need to try. I mean, he can just take that. It's a bluff. It was a bluff. And let's keep punting. But this is not looking good, is it? I mean, oh dear. And wow, fuck that. Fuck it. That was not the best. Maybe I went a little bit OTT there. Okay, I'm going to try something else now. The French line we just had, I'm not entirely sure about. So my opponent's played the Grand Prix, and this is an opening which I myself have played a number of times. Now, let's try the Najdorf. Not that I know much about it. Well, one line, the Najdorf's where you normally go knight f6 here, but this is quite, in my eyes, quite a decent move order, because I keep the potential of this knight coming to another square. Because when the knight's on f6, it can be a target to something like g4, g5, even though I don't think that's a problem now. I'm just going to try to mix things up here, because if I go knight f6, I'm probably going to go into a theoretical line my opponent may know. So I'm going to try something slightly different. Let's just do this. Put the knight on c6 for a change. And now I can try to make some exchanges in the center. So my opponent's gone a bit crazy here. Fair enough, I don't mind that, because this kind of stuff generally is what you want when you play the knight off. You want completely chaotic, complex positions. Now, I'm just going to try to finish my development and offer some exchanges. So if I can get my bishop here and maybe my rook to e8, I would doubt my opponent has enough compensation. So, well, let's put the rook on e8 first. And if I can try to just run away, I'm going to feel a lot more secure. Well, my opponent's grabbed the pawn there. But by taking that pawn, he has also, the downside of that for my opponent, got rid of one of his good attacking pieces, the knight. So, okay, it's 3 pawns for the piece, but I quite like the look of my pieces now. And let's just get my king somewhere more secure. My knight can either pop here or somewhere like here, if need be. So, or even f8 if I want to be super solid. I can put it back on this square. Right, but now my bishop is very good. Now this is very good. So let's start some ideas. Maybe get my rook around as well as attacking a pawn on c2. And it looks like f8 is probably going to be the best square for my knight. Maybe try to bring it out this way, because at the moment my knight is probably the worst piece I have. And his bishop it looks strong, but it's maybe not doing a great deal. Okay, well that move I certainly missed that move. So okay, well we'll play here, and hopefully I can now start my own attack. So my opponent has not allowed that. He's playing some annoying moves though. You know, these kind of moves are just annoying. Right, okay, queen on the long diagonal. That's got to be worth a shot, hasn't it? I might just grab this one actually. Why not? Because then the endings of queen d5, if I can get this in, are going to be even better, because he's only got 2 pawns. So I'm probably threatening some move like queen d5 here. Let's do it. Let's get queen d5 in, and the ending must be very good for me now. Must be very good. And again, coordination is key. So things are looking good here, as long as I don't fall for any tricks. I mean, maybe I should be playing super safe and moving that one. Yeah, still a little bit funny, this position somehow. Kind of feels like I should be doing well, but it's not so easy. Not so easy. Okay, so I'm finding a unique way of moving my pieces, but it's a little bit weird, this position. If I go here, he goes here. If I go here, he's going to push his pawn, and this is the kind of thing I didn't really want to allow, because his pawn's now become, of course, very dangerous. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to have to try to start creating my own threats here, aren't I? Clearly. And if I can pick up one of these pawns, which I'm hoping to do with that last move of mine. But the thing is, whenever I move my rook, he's got this annoying bishop to this square move. And that's very frustrating, that move. I think I might play it anyway. And, you know, bishop here, I probably have to do something like this. But obviously now, what have I done? Ah! Very bad play from me so far. Certainly, do I give a draw? No, let's play on. Let's try, even though I shouldn't be playing on here really. Should not be playing on in this position, but I'm going to. Oh, shit. And of course this is a draw, but I'm so short of time here that I'm got my back against the wall. And that is one of the typical problems that I have in my games. Or offer a draw, because of course it's a dead draw. But my opponent is probably going to play on. I'll offer another draw. Come on, don't try to blitz me. He has. Okay, well, all credit to him for at least taking a draw. Well, that was silly. Actually, even though I was probably winning there, he seemed to have enough pressure, didn't he, against my position to make things a little bit uncomfortable for me there. More uncomfortable than they should have been. So, and this guy is very quick. So, okay, well, I've played this weird little A3 move because my opponent seems to be pretty decent in the opening. So I just want to get him out of normal opening kind of positions and get something unique. And, well, by playing this, it already seems that we've got a pretty unique position here. Harry, come on, my son. Come on, my son. Is playing a part here. Now, if I go here, he goes here. Okay, let's stop his knight coming in. I mean, that's, I would say, really the ideal square for my knight. But, okay. And I don't think I've got any advantage here, but it's an interesting, quite an interesting position at least. Quite a weird position here. And where do I put my king? Probably queen side. Looks interesting. And I try to probably go f4, and we get some unique position. Now b5, my bishop comes in here, and my one idea is f4, and I'm going to try to attack him on this area of the board. And like I said, this is where I want to get my knight. This is certainly where I want to get my knight. This is my key idea. So let's see if I can get my knight into that square. Now, I could take and win a pawn, but my bishop's so nice, I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm going to go here and just threaten this one, which my opponent's moved very quickly there. Now, what if I take this? It's a very risky move to play because I open up his rook. Is it too risky? Maybe too risky, but we will see. Okay, and again, my opponent's moved very quickly. Now, if I could just consolidate a little bit over here, it's okay. But my opponent, again, this is the move I was worried about, actually. Dear. And if he takes here, it's not good, so I have to take this one. But then he gets rid of the one piece I didn't really want to allow him to get rid of. And my knight is also... Oh, I have to take here. No, that's just not a move I want to play. You know, I'm opening up my king. And I have to now run. Not good. It's all gone downhill after that first game. Right, well, I'm going to have to play better in the next ones. I can blame it on warming up, but not particularly impressive play by me so far. So on this Sunday, okay, come on, let's play better now. Okay, at least I'll try to make a challenge of this game. Not happy with the way the openings are going, actually. I'm not getting positions. I mean, this one was probably about even, but well, I'm going to run with my king here. But my knight's in trouble. Yeah, I didn't like my king here, but fuck it. Oh, fuck it. This is horrible. He's coming in here. He's got everything. His position is just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, even just queen b7 is something I don't like the look of. Just trying to win this knight. I'd love to get the queens off here. I'd love to get... I mean, this is one case where swapping the queens off would be fantastic. Because then at least, you know... I mean, look, bishop here now. It looks ugly. Ugly. My knight is such a crap piece. Oh, dear. Okay, what's he got up his sleeve here? Something horrible, probably? Okay, well, he's sacrificed. Which I'm happy to see, because the thing is, you got bad position anyway, which I had. My position was bad anyway. Then at least it's a bad position with extra material. So if I can somehow survive, I might have a winning ending, you know. And I think he didn't need to do that. I mean, I'm not saying what he did was bad. Probably absolutely fine what he did, but he didn't need to give me material. Why should he give me material? It didn't make any sense to give me material. And now I've got some hope in the preceding endings here. And also he's a little bit short of time. So he wants to come in here. Can I play this? There's no fork with my queen. No, let's do this. And some hope here, some hope. I would say my king is more exposed than his. But let's open it up then. And can my king run to b3? I want to run to b3 with my king, or over to the queen side. So let's see. This is where I'm going, boy. And I'm going to show no fear here, lad. I've got queen check here. And now this ending is very good for me, because I'm going to win this pawn as well. So somehow it seems like I've managed to turn this one around. Woohoo! Makes a nice change, doesn't it? And now I'm going to go for a sneaky little mate threat on him. Okay, this is not... And I'm actually up on time for a change. Well, it'll be a travesty if I lose this one. There we go. You know, my last move wasn't very good because he had rook f4. I won! I won that one! Good! Right, okay, let's try another opening. I'll just be mixing up my openings a little bit, try something different. But you can see I've got 3 or 4 openings I play on a regular basis. And I'm trying to find the right one for my opponent. I'm trying Tiger's Modern here, which... I'll be honest, I haven't got much experience in some positions. I prefer it when white plays the sharper lines. These kind of setups I don't know particularly well, I have to say. And I'm going to play this like a hippo. Makes sense. Just try to, you know, at least grab this bishop over here. And I'm quite happy to play the move g5 in these structures. It always seems to be the right way to play. And now, of course, b5 is my idea. He stops b5. I just want to get these 2 pieces out, and then I can think about, you know, what to do next when I've completed my development. And the thing with this kind of structure is it's very hard for him to like break down. You know, how does he get through? It's not so easy for him to break through my position. And at some point, hopefully, I can get initiative over on that area of the board. So he's gone here. That seems like a rather peculiar square. Maybe he just wants to go rook d1. Okay, but he's kind of playing without a plan. He's putting his pieces on good squares, so you know there's nothing wrong with the way he's playing. But if he ever pushes a pawn here, I can always push the other one. That's like a normal way to play here. I'm just going to tuck my king over here because sometimes I could be a little bit open on this file, but also I need a plan. Okay, so he's the first to push. And now I think it's time to get rid of this one. And I think I like taking here because I've got the 2 bishops now. I want to open up the position. And also c5 is a square that I want. I think I'm going to keep my dark square bishop. Could play very simply now, and I think I will. I think I'll just play for the ending because his e5 pawn is weak. And I have the 2 bishops. So if he tries to keep control of the open file, at least then my e5 would drop. So I don't know. I mean, it's just this is probably absolutely fine for him as well now, because he's managed to stop any problems here. Now, does he want to go d4? Well, I could move my rook there to stop that, but then he moves knight here, rook here. I like that. That's a good move. Rook there. I want to stop him playing d4 himself. The other idea was to try to bring my bishop around, but this f4 pawn seems to be one of the key bits in his position. And now that's kind of a draw off, because again I can go to an opposite coloured position by taking and taking. But I'm not going to have any winning chances there. So let's just flick this one in for now. And try to play in a more risky manner by taking here. This is more risky because his knight's very strong, but it at least keeps me with the winning chances. And I pick up a penguin. I pick up a pawn. Okay, so now he wants to, of course, if he can activate his pieces, this could get pretty bad for me. Don't get me wrong. So my plan now is to take here and go bishop c5 to stop his rook coming down to c7. If he gets his rook to c7, I'm gonna be quite fearful. So to counter that, I'm gonna have to go into an opposite coloured bishop position. We're getting loads, aren't we? Opposite coloured bishop positions in these blitz games, loads and loads. But the positive thing is, at least in these opposite coloured bishop positions, if we do get them, might not now. Well, I think I'm going to go for it. His pawns are weak, and of course I have the extra pawn. So, and this move looks quite annoying to him. Look at his pawns; they look so ugly, don't they? Maybe I should have gone a5 first, just to not give him my a pawn. But I really like this square for my bishop. It's such a lovely square. I mean, it controls everything. And I'm hoping he will have to drop some more pawns. I should have gone rook b4 there. I forgot he didn't. I forgot he wouldn't have the possibility of playing rook c4 because I had checkmate. So that was slightly slack. But okay, past pawns need to be pushed. So my next thing is to try to get this pawn all the way to c3, where it will hopefully cause him some headache. And now, looking very good for me, this one. Very good. Weak pawns will drop, and even though it's this opposite kind of bishop ending, he's completely lost there. And his time situation, of course, is very bad. Okay, I haven't tried the bird yet, have I? So let's give this one a go. And I'm just trying to pick a different opening in each game. And birds, I think, if you're a Dutch player, if you play a Dutch defence, then there's nothing wrong with playing the birds. I mean, I just get a bit, you know, I like mixing things up. But the birds here, if you play the Dutch, if you get my classical Dutch DVD, then GingerGM, it's only like £10, it's about 8 hours. Then, of course, this opening here, which is the so-called birds, is basically the same as the Dutch, but with an extra tempo. And the setup my opponent has picked here, I don't have a lot of faith in for him. I've had this actually numerous times, because I can even do some little rook swinger idea in this position. Should we do the rook swinger? Well, I might go f5. The other idea, as in the Dutch, always is just to play e4. And again, if you're going to play like a black opening, a tempo up, you can't always expect to be better. Oh, I don't like his last move. Well, I mean, I like it from my perspective, but I know as a rule that black should never close things down here. And now this is a very typical move to do. Remember that move. I lock down on b6 because you want to stop b5, so you have the c4 square for your knight. If he goes b5, then I can basically cause some damage to his pawn structure. But saying that, I mean, even though I've done all the sort of correct things here, this is still actually okay for him, because he does have this bishop. His f5 move was a good move. I'll give him credit for that. And now he's going to try to, of course, go for this. So we're making it a little bit difficult for him to play that one. And yeah, this is a very annoying piece, isn't it? His bishop, actually. So maybe I overestimated my position somewhat. Okay. So in order to win this, what plans have I got? Well, you know what? If in doubt, what do we always use? Harry. So we always use Harry if in doubt. And now I could get rid of this bishop for the cost of my knight. Can I also try to go here and get some weird stuff going over here? Because all the pawns are locked. Well, okay. Well, I'm very surprised he's done that. I don't believe, you know, this is what I just mentioned, that if he ever plays b5, I do this damage to his pawns. Oh, I've dropped Harry there. Bye, Harry. Bye. Okay, he didn't see it. That's good. He didn't see it. Jolly good. I think I'll keep Harry then. And, well, his a pawn's weak now, so I don't know. I mean, maybe I should have actually given up Harry just to get the open file. I don't know why I'm so eager to hold on to Harry, but okay, he's given me another chance, so I'll do it now. And got bishop here. That looks like a good exchange. because I have the open file and I have access to b7. So this has got to be advantageous for me. Slight advantage to me, this position. Just a small edge, because I have a potential to get my rook in on the open file. And, you know, open files are obviously incredibly important. So he's allowed me in. Okay, so he comes here, fair enough. Can I even try to get some mating net going here? How can I arrange some mating net? If I get this rook here, for example, well, he's dropped a pawn, but he's going to take there. Okay, here, takes, here, takes. It's a little bit annoying. Okay, I'm going to go here so I can defend my d pawn. You know, the one thing I've just got to keep an eye on though is his king sneaking in now. He can't do that at the moment. Maybe he could. Maybe he can even play here, because I take on h7, king g4. So it's a little bit tricky to make progress here. Do I let his pawn come? Let's let his pawn come. And because then he gives me this square. And now why can't I do this? Okay, this was my idea all along, to win the a6 pawn. But I don't know. I mean, even this is very unclear because he comes in here. But I think I'm going to have the advantage in this ending. And the reason I put my king upon e2 first was, and I'm just thinking now, again, he can come. Okay, what's he doing? I don't really understand what he's playing at here. Okay, go on. I've got to move quick though. And this is my idea. I just don't want to let... I'm trying to stop his counterplay. You know, if you stop your opponent's counterplay in these positions, then... well, I'm going to take that one. Wow, he's given up a lot of pawns for this. Of course, this should be good for me now. And... Charlie, come on, mate. Push. Push, my friend. Come on, Charlie. Push. Push. Let's get rid of as many of these guys as I can. I mean, I've got so many pawns. This has got to be good, isn't it? You would have thought so. You would have thought this is good for me. Look at those pawns. And the time looks pretty good as well. Look at those pawns. Look at them come. Look at them come. Here they come. Okay, you can resign now if you wish. Thank you. Okay, it's going a bit better now. Well, I'll try a couple more. You know, good way to wake up. Be nice to play someone different. Okay, we got someone different. Good. It's always nice to, you know, if you play different players, you get different openings. And variety is the spice of life, they say. So now I'm not going to play a London system today. I saw someone moaning that I'm playing the London system in every game, so I'm going to try to do something different here. And well, what about the Harry attack? What about the Harry attack against the King's Indian defence? Oh, you can see my wrist. I'm going to need to sort this out for when I play Ben. My mouse is a good mouse, but it's really big, and even though I paid a lot of money for it, it's such a big mouse that you know, it can basically sorry, thinking again. Oh, thinking, eh? It can cause me a bit of stress, I think. Right, okay, what is this? Well, my opponent has sacrificed to try and punish me for playing this move. Okay, and he's actually said in the chat here, rule 1. Damn. So I think he's I don't know. I think Harry has scared him. Harry. And well, let's use him, shall we? Why not? I'm going to push Harry. You've got to push him for a reason. And whenever your opponent goes g6, you always use Harry to try to open up their king. But my opponent is playing well because he is attacking me like a nasty little man in the centre. So, oh, that's not a good move because now he goes here. But now I have bishop here, knight b6. Yeah, I don't like my last move. I forgot he's got d4 and he's played it. Well, it might not be the end of the world, but it's not what I wanted. Giving up that central pawn like that, silly. But still, a very complex position. At least I have this square for my knight now. Or I come this way with my knight and his king. His king is weak with ideas of me whipping off on. Whoosh, do you like that? Whoosh, on this square. So randomly weird position. Okay, so queen c2 looks right. Let's keep the pressure up against this. And if rook f6, he has to probably do that. But I'm not even going to take the exchange there. I'm not going to take the exchange because I want to get my bishop through to this square. And now again, I don't think I'm going to take the exchange because if I do, his knight comes in to defend. I want to take this one because then I open up the floodgates towards his king. And I think that is probably more important than anything else. Okay, now this should be good for me now. It should be good. But this bishop is good of his, so do I check him first or do I go bishop e4 first? Get rid of that bishop I think I'll go bishop e4 because if I can get rid of my bishop, my queen comes in here. And let's just get rid of his most active piece. Because then my king can come to g2 and I still have the h-file to attack. And Harry has done well. Harry's done a damn good job, Harry. Round of applause, Harry. Oh, dear. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Come on. And, oh dear. Well, my idea will be to somehow break through. But okay, of course, just a messy position. So can I move this? Well, in we go. In we go. If he takes, did I calculate that correctly? No, I didn't. I didn't actually calculate that at all. Why didn't I just take his rook? That was crazy there. What's going on? Why didn't he take there? Why didn't I take his rook? What are we doing? What are we doing to ourselves? Okay, knight. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, that was ridiculous. That was a move I was looking at, but I didn't mean to play. You know when you look at a move. Oh god. Oh, that was frustrating. Just giving him. I mean, that was really frustrating there. I mean, I was looking at that move, but I didn't actually mean to play it. Oh dear, Simon. Okay, well, I don't know. This is bad now, of course. But we'll try a little bit more, shall we? We'll try a little bit more. We can only try. And yeah, I mean that was really slack of me to do that. Keep punting. Keep punting. Rook check here and queen check there would be the end. As well as probably ideas such as this. And well, my king, after he doesn't even want to do that. I thought he had a much better move than that, but this might be good enough because I blundered that piece. And I'm now desperately looking for some checks to try and complicate what should be. You can take here. He didn't see that. Good. Queen d6 is my one. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for some crazy perpetual ideas, which may be working. Oh, why did I go there? What the fuck was that? Oh my words, that was ridiculous. Oh dear, very bad game that one. Fucking hell. Okay, let's try. Okay, until I lose another one. I'll try to get a bit of revenge in that one. Silly mouse slip there in what should have been a very, very good position. And I'm going to go back to my Dutch. You should probably put the bishop on b4 when you get a chance in the Dutch. But I'm so used to this kind of position that, you know, it at least saves me some time, which I need later on. Now, rook e1 used to be one of the main old lines, and taking on e4 is certainly an option. I'm going to try this move c5 here, and again, it gets very complicated in the center. These positions, and I've had this before against him actually, and I didn't get a very good position. I have to look. I have to look this one up. That's a problem, isn't it? Too many things to. Okay, well let's just develop quickly. But of course, I've given him a very useful pawn now. Not good. Okay, but at least I can claim I have some quick development here. I'm not worried about taking my pawns. I mean, my pieces have potential to come in. I've got the open this file. What's the open this file? Open whatever file it is. Okay, but now if I check, he can go e3, so the check loses a bit of its potency. And does he really want to put his knight here? I can't go. Well, let's put it here to control this square, but with dreams of my queen coming over to the king side. Okay, well now I'm gonna at least get this check in and try. Do I do this? Start pushing his pieces back, or knight f6 is a better move, isn't it? Let's try to get my knight to g4, and then it can. Then I can certainly start causing some problems there. So okay, well I think my pieces are actually. Oh, has he got this one? Of course he can play that. Well, I was saying I thought my pieces were starting to cause some issues for him. In this very complex position. But is bishop here anything? I've got knight here. What about that? That's a bloody genius move, isn't it? Bloody hell. Look at that for a genius move. If he takes, I've got bishop f3 with mate coming up. Oh my word. Sometimes I'm just too damn good. Even though it probably not very good. It probably doesn't help much because he goes queen g5 here. And yeah, all right. Well, you know. Okay. All right. Don't need to show off. Okay. And now when the queens come off, it's curtains. Fuck it. Look at his pawns. Oh, that was bad. I mean, well, it's horrible. I mean, yeah, it's just resignable, isn't it? Unfortunately. Well, it's a nice idea, but it didn't quite work. Well, I'll play another game. I can't just lose every game I play against this guy. My rating's taken a little bit of a battering in this session. But I'll play one more. I'll play until I lose one more game. And this is the best move in this position. Okay, right. Come on then. So what did he do? He did King's Indian last time. Okay, now we go back to the simple setup because it's quite good sometimes against King's Indian players. Okay, come on. Time to move up a gear. And, well, let's just castle. Don't want to show any fear, do we? And, well, why not? Why not swap these guys off? Keep his king in that centre. I'd love it if he castled here, because then Harry will really cause him some chaos. Oh my words! He's having a laugh. He cannot be serious here. I mean, look at this. Harry's just coming. What a simple idea. H5, checkmate. Thank you very much. Well, okay. We might have to. We might have to. You know. H5 is obviously what I'm trying to do here. Let's just stop him doing everything over here first, or try. This is a good defensive setup that I've arranged. Is he going to try to come into this square? Well, whose attack is quicker? It looks a bit scary what he's doing. So both sides' kings look quite scary, don't they? I've got this one idea of h5. I wonder if you can go g5 against that. Probably not, because I've got rook here and I win at least a pawn. But even when I go here, take here, I've got to get rid of this knight. So, well, we might as well do it. And if his knight ever tries to come in here with ideas this check, I'm hoping that will give me ideas with this square for my bishop. This is a square. So he's playing a bit more defensively. Now I can move my bishop here, but what about if I just keep coming at him? Let's just keep coming. There's no point retreating, is there? And at some point, I might have this g5 move and some sacrifice here. But in order for that to work, whoa, okay. Now, we considered this a minute ago, didn't we? Now, I think I like this move, but let's just check that. I've got the other one, d5 as well. d5 might be better, or e5. e5 takes... Let's go this one. Let's play him. But that's a good way to stop me at least mating him. You know, that was a good way to stop me mating him, isn't it? It certainly is. Not so clear. Because now he's got rook here and he defends everything. Bummer. Oh. I don't want to swap things off. I suppose I've got queen here. And the game goes on. Okay, well let's develop. And I've got queen h6, but am I really threatening any queen h6 and g5? Well, let's play the most aggressive line. Let's go for the most aggressive, but then I've got f4 and g5. Okay, so he's trying to just defend as sensibly as he can. Now, I like my bishop, so I'm going to keep it on. But he's just trying to exchange off the little and defend as accurately as possible. Okay, right. Well, he stopped my attack with the queens on. Can I still get some attack with the rooks on? He's defended. You know, he's defended in a good way in what was a very complex and dangerous position for my opponent, and he continues to find annoying moves. Okay. Back rank's very weak, isn't it? I mean, I could try that one, but my back rank is bad. That's weak. Oh dear. Yeah, so I seem to be, you know, still not happy with the way I'm playing at the moment. But we will call it a day after this. It's the way things go. And I have indeed lost a fair amount of rating points, as always. And yeah, just my position has just been crumbling for a little bit. Frustrating. Fuck a duck. Fuck a duck. Okay, well, I'm gonna push to 2600 next time I play some blitz. You know, this is not the best session, or even anywhere near the best session. One bad session I've had. I had some alright games, but this guy has certainly got the better of me, and I haven't played particularly well against this guy, even though my positions have been absolutely fine. It doesn't matter if you're playing idiotic moves, but I can keep trying for a little bit, because time is something he has to keep an eye on. So let's play quick. Well, my time's something I have to keep an eye on as well, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm much slower than my opponent. Wow, fucking hell. Is this actually winning? Probably, yeah. Probably. I don't know, actually. He's taken a lot of risks here. Well, he's not winning now. But he might probably win on time. He's losing, actually, here. Fuck. Typical, eh? Oh, shit. Got tricked. Ah. Oh, dear. Oh, painful. Pisses me off, blitz, sometimes. Pisses me off. And, okay. Well, I did say I wasn't going to do this, but I need to win one game. Last game. And if I lose this, I'm going to smash this computer up. Last game. As soon as I lose another one, that's it. That's me done. And I should really get some like proper, do some other sort of things except for get angry at blitz. Do you guys ever get angry at blitz when you play? I don't know. I mean, I think most people do, don't they? Get angry at blitz when they play. And yeah, well, that was an interesting little idea he had. Push his pawn all the way there and let me take it. Cheers. yeah, I mean, I think most people get angry at blitz, don't they, when they lose and not a good session. But right, okay. Anyway, back to this position. So he's done a very weird idea of pushing his pawn all the way and then losing it, and he seems to not be enjoying having pawns in this game. What's he doing? He's gone a little bit mental, hasn't he? Right, well, I've got a lot of tempting moves here. Now, what about this one? This one takes, or just take. I think I'm going to give one pawn back just to close things down. I don't want to open up his f file because this means I keep the initiative by playing this way. You know, I've got these two guys later on, but so certainly a better position. This is a good chance to win a game, Simon. Good chance. Right, well, I want to take off the knight if it comes there, because I don't want his knight coming into e5. And let's get my pieces right. Well, I'm going to take that one off, definitely. Don't want his knight coming to that square. That is something I want to stop. Now, if I take here, takes, check. I don't know, I can't work it out, so I'm just going to defend it. And I just want to push my pawns. Push them. Or do I? Is he going to push that one? That's one move. Put my queen on b6. What do I do? Here and here? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not thinking quite straight here. I'm mixing up my plans. I probably should have just pushed this one as far as I could to tie his pieces down. But I'm getting a little bit obsessed with winning this pawn here. I think he should just be going this and this. Okay, well, let's continue with my plan. Otherwise, I'm going to look rather silly, aren't I? Okay, now we're going to come. Come on. And now he's going to come. When you going to come? Do. Okay, well, at least Ari's made some progress. Come on. Get up there. Get into his face. Come on, into his face. Okay. When you gonna? Okay, but he's coming over here. It's got messy. It's got messy, and I shouldn't have allowed it to get messy. I want to play bishop here and try to get the queens off the board. If I can do that, my pass pawn over here should make the day. But he's got rook d3, hasn't he? Rook d3, then I push. And is he going to mate me, first of all? Well, I think I'm going to get rid of that one. And can I take and go here? Queen, that's very interesting. But now, how dangerous is this? Okay, let's try not to fear too much. Instead, I'm going to push and be brave and hopefully not fall into something. Come on, Ari. Come on. Okay. Now, does this tactic work? I hope so. I hope so. I'm hoping I've actually calculated something for a change. Have I calculated that correctly? Come on, can I win? Can I win? Can I win a game? Is it possible? Oh, come on, man. Come on, thank you. Yes! Get in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're back now. We're back. We're back. Right. Okay, now I feel I got the role. Well, I should have won that game. He played awful, didn't he? I mean, he played like a complete... You know, he's playing very well. I don't want to be rude because he's playing better than me. But in that game, he had a bad game. Let's just say that. He had a bad game, didn't he? He had a bad game. He had a bad game. Okay, now this is an old system I used to play. The Botvinnik English. I used to play when I was a junior. But I haven't played it for a number of years seriously. I mean, I played it on occasions. I played it against Sue, who is Gawain's wife, quite recently. And my opponent seems to be quite tactically minded, so I'm alright playing positional chess when I need to. Now, let's try to get rid of the dark square bishops as a normal idea. But on the other hand, he's going to get this move b5 in at some stage. Then he has some like advantage over there. So I'm still going to get rid of the dark square bishops. I'm hoping I can prove that not that one. That's my pawn. That d4 is weak. So I mean, I could just rush with this one. Okay, what about this? Okay, and this is again a very double-edged move because a pawn is weak, but his b pawn is weak, and f4. Let's get it in. Let's now go for this attack over here. f5. Come on. And the other thing I can try to do is get my queen here and nick this guy. That would be a lot of fun. Queen b2. Maybe I should have gone queen b2 before. He's trying to get his queen over here. Good plan that he has found. So. It's annoying when he gets his queen here. Very annoying, isn't it? So what can I do to stop that? Queen here still. Can I do something mental like rook b? No. This is really annoying. His queen comes here and I'm then struggling to see how I can get rid of that queen. E5 weakens my king too much. Okay, I think I'm going to have to allow his queen to come there. I don't see any other option. And the problem with this position is my bishop is really bad. This is a terrible piece. So is there any hope I can get it around like this? Well, he's got e6, of course. And I'm also looking after the... I don't like my position again. No, not good. Especially when I'm falling for things like this. Oi. And he's coming in everywhere. Oh, what's your soldier? Okay. Right. Well. At least my bishop has more life now. But I'm too slow. Yeah, well. That's the end of this. Certainly a worse position for me. I mean, my rooks are too passive here. You need to have active rooks in these positions, and I'm going to exchange one off if I can. Can I get my rook around here? I just need to try to find a way to activate my rooks. This is a key. Try and find a way to activate them, but maybe it's not going to happen here. Okay, got to move quick as well. Well, I've got now. You know, I've managed to. My position seems to have improved. I would say a little bit here. Now I want to get my rook over here. Now let's swap where it goes. So rook c1, rook h1 is a way to try to activate my rooks. It's all about the rooks and these tough little endings. So okay, so here we come. Let's. I can go rook d1 and just try to win a pawn as well. But I think I'm going to go for this more active solution. Gives me a number of checks. And okay, I'm going to go for the tricky checks. If b3 rook, the other rook comes to h2. I'm going to try to make the mother, or at least get a perpetual. But I mean, I've got at least a perpetual with these checks now. This is all about the activating the rooks, as I said. But do I have more? So check. Takes. Well, I'm going to go for a win. I had a draw there by checking, but we're going to try to push for a win. Rook. Yes, get in there. Good endgame play. Good recovery there. If I dare say so myself. Okay, well that's better. Things were looking really bad there. I mean, okay, I wasn't necessarily ever losing, but it wasn't looking particularly pleasant either. So but I managed to get my rooks active, and that's the most important thing to do in rook endings, get your rooks active. So actually now I'm playing the same setup here, but I'm playing it colours reversed, as you maybe can tell. And okay, I mean, he can go here and take there if he wants to, but I'm never that worried about something like this. My ideas in this position probably to do what I attempted to do in the last game, but he found that very clever queen maneuver in the last game my opponent did, which was a very good maneuver that he played. I mean, generally in these positions, well, I'm just going to avoid, you know, getting my king off that diagonal. I want to try to swap off the bishops and attack him on the king side where I have an open file. My centre is quite solid here. Another thing I could do is maybe go bishop here, because that pin is really annoying. Now he's made it even more tempting to go there, because he no longer has this move. Okay, I'll change my mind. That was shit. It was shit. Okay, I agree, it was shit. Well, okay, no, I should have gone there straight away. I forgot he had this one. But yeah, if I can get rid of his light square bishop, then he loves pushing his pawns up here, doesn't he? Okay, now why not? Why not use my centre and try to do something like this? Because obviously I'd rather he took my bishop, because then my queen can fly into the position. But my other plan, I think I just want to go rook here and have some pawn break, or maybe I'll just double on the f-file. So my opponent's going for quite a sensible idea. I think it's time to take this one now. Now, can I play here? I'm not even going to think about this. I'm going to play it because I want the d4 square for my knight. This d4 square be a lovely square, so in we go. And my opponent now should be a lot worse here. So if he takes, well, I'm just going to stop that one for now. And I want to really double up on the f-file now. This has to be correct. Okay, so I'm not even worried about him taking there. Let's get the knight in. And now I just want to get my rook to this square. So queen here. Okay, what's he doing over there? Oh, well, I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's going really defensive now. There must be some certainly dangerous ideas here. Even knight here looks like the right way to play. My pieces are much better than his pieces in this position. The kind of thing I want to be attempting to do here is to get my knight to f4 and just mate him. Simply mate him. Now, I've kind of gone for a bit of a risky way to play, because what I've done here, I didn't really need to do, because I've lost a lot of my positional advantages by doing this in order to try to get an attack. Now, I want to get my queen to this square, don't I? That's the first thing, or even a rook around to that square. But I did this first because I didn't want his queen coming in. Okay, so now a rook should come around. Yes. Okay, let's get the rook around. And I want to follow this up by getting the queen in on the light squares. Okay, so we're just going to continue in very brutal manner. And actually, I'm threatening rook h1 check here. Boom! Look at that for a beautiful move. Oh, don't you love it when a plan comes together? There's no way he can stop mate here. Rook h1. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, things are getting better. Just when I was going to give up. Okay, let's see, it's all about confidence. It's all about, you know, getting that little bit of extra confidence as well. I'm going to do this little, I suggest this move in my master method. This little bishop e2 move. And I'm probably going to get crushed now that I've suggested it. My opponent's played an interesting response. So, well, I don't know. Again, I'm trying to get sort of a Dutch-like position. When I'm using these guys. Can I go e6? Is e6 completely stupid? Probably. So let's do it. Of course, you know, if you see a stupid idea, what you do, you don't think about it, because you will convince yourself not to play it. You play it quickly and you pray. Oh yeah. So that's what we're going to do. e6 and pray. e6 and pray. And I don't know, I mean, it's a way just to combobulate. That's such a damn sexy move. Sexy saying. Move, saying? I don't know. Both sexy. discombobulate. I could say that all day long. I might just sit here and go discombobulate, discombobulate. Ooh, 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 ooh. Such a damn lovely move. Okay, actually, well, I went here just with the idea of stacking another pawn because I want to open up his king, but I should have gone knight there, and he has now noticed. Because if I'd have gone knight there, I'd have threatened knight to f7 and knight takes e6. And then my discombobulator, oh, lovely, lovely saying, discombobulator, would have been quite good. But, you know, this is just the kind of messy position I like. You know, craziness going on everywhere. And, well, whose king is going to be weaker? I damn well hope it's going to be his. With my open A file, my king looks quite safe at the moment. So I take my position. I take pawns don't matter. Who gives a damn about the little guys? Sorry, little guys. So now he's trying to discombobulate me, but I'm going to discombobulate him first. In we go. In like, you know who? Errol Flynn. Oh yes. And well, his king side is coming apart. So, do I have anything? Well, I might as well keep this guy. Might as well keep that one, eh? I'd love to get this knight to c4. That's a fantastic square. I'm going to get my knight to c4 and go... yeah, knight e4 is good as well. Well, let's get knight e4 because I've got to do a little bit defensive and get my queen to a1. This is what I'm doing. I'm not going to worry about what he's doing. I'm just going to attack. It's all about speed. My other knight... Oh, this is looking fantastic. Surely this is a fantastic position. Surely a fantastic position, as the Germans would say. And I've also got this cheeky little just take a pawn. Do I do that? Why? Oh, then he swaps the queens off. We don't want to get... No, we don't want to do that. Okay, well, come on. It must be... Right, in we go. Knight c4 is my plan. I want to cover this square so my other knight can come to c5. In we go. Let's continue. Let's continue with this. Knight c5. Where does he put his queen? Where does he go? Wow, 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 wow. He has to go queen c8. And surely then b6. Or can I take there? Is there a mate? Takes, check. I can't see a mate. So b6. Come on. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is such a... This is just... You know, when things go well, it's all in the mind. Chess, isn't it? I might even bring my last piece into the game. You know, just get them all partying. Oh, he really wants me to bring my last piece into the game. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I just want to bring it in there. And look at everything is just waiting to, you know, they're just there. They're just saying, look at me. And now... Well, I must have just rook takes here, surely. And this is a threatened checkmate in one. I could have done that last move, but I wanted to get my last piece into the game. And that seems to me to be a very tricky, and that's an understatement, move to stop. I've also got... Well, I've got a number of things going on here. Am I going to get mated? No. Rook takes e7. I mean, come on. This is just... Only I could mess this up. Right, I'm going to do this. So I got this square. He found a defense, which I'm a little bit surprised he had a defense there. Surely he can't be defending now. My queen's coming in, and then b7's coming. I mean, every piece is just having a great time here. Boom. Okay, well look, I'm going to leave it there because that's it. That's gonna. I don't want to ruin my day. And I had some interesting little run there at the end as well. Nice things, but obviously I've got other things to do now. It's nice to show I can play occasionally. And I think a lot of it's psychological, isn't it? Loads of to do with chess is psychological. And if you're in a good frame of mood, it certainly helps your chess so much better. So thank you all for watching. And a little bit of just